Good morning, I'm Ilana and I'm getting ready to teach ballet basics with BreakOut Studios for their online live video classes. So we'll be getting started in a few minutes. So grab your bar space, get your water, and we'll begin shortly. All right, good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. This is Ballet Basics and I'm Ilana. We're gonna start facing to our bar. Now I also just wanna say before we start, I know sometimes this class is a mixed level class. I teach it very basic so that you can really focus in on the technicalities of how to execute ballet technique, right? So that's what our focus is. Of course, feel free to modify in any way that you would like to. That's completely fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and start. So we'll begin facing our bar in parallel. And I always like to start class with that scan through the body. So feeling that the feet are flat and wide through the floor. The magnets between the ankles, knees, and tops of the thighs are active. The feet should be all the way together. Low abdominals are gathering in. We shouldn't feel any extra squeezing through the glutes here. It's actually relatively relaxed for now. Shoulders are draped down the back and the head is floating up on top of the spine. Should be a nice easy neck, okay? Arms are in en bas, nice and rounded. And we'll take a breathe of the arms, lower down 6, placing the hands to the bar 7 and 8. Right foot goes to the half point, all the way to the toe, and half and down. And then we're going to take a tendu, sliding front, and this is parallel, which I know is not actually how we do, we would do it in classical ballet, but we're just warming up the anatomical position here. Out and in, to the left, through to the toe, and demi, lower down. This is just a nice slide, like you're on that railroad track. In and out and in. Elevate, up for 2. Heels are together, ankles are glued. And again, up for 2 and lower for 2. Little quicker, 1 and down, 2 and down, 3 and down, turning out to the first. Repeat part 1. Demi to the toe and demi, lower the heel, sliding. This time we're in our V, right? So we're following the line of the V with the toes to slide out and in and out and in. Other side, demi to the toe and demi, lower the heel, sliding out and in and out on that same railroad track, and in. 2 counts, up to the top and lower for 2. Again, 2 counts up and 2 counts down. Little quicker, 1, da-dum, 2, ba-dum, 3, and lower. Instead of returning back to parallel, just stay. Let's turn the head to the right, cambre up and back. So this is just the shoulders lifting up and over the lower ribs. So you have a string at your sternum that's lifting the sternum up to the ceiling. 2, recover the spine, turn the head, cambre up and back. 6, 7, back to center. Elevate, lifting the heels. We'll bring the arms up off of the bar to first position and open out to lower down. So when you're in this first position, it's a downward slope from the shoulder through the fingertips. So the arms should not be up here, right? There's that slight downward slope. So if you had a droplet of water on your shoulder, it would trickle all the way down and off the fingers. Same thing goes when we're in second position or any variation of those, okay? So our pattern is demi to the toe, demi and down, and then for all of these tendus, we're just following the line of the direction of the way the toes are already set up. Front and close and front and close. Same thing with the left, demi, point and lower, front and close and front and close. 2 counts up, 2 counts down, 2 counts up, 2 counts down, and then we have 3 quicker. And 2 and 3, same thing in first position. After we've repeated that, we take the head to the right to cambre back, coming up through center, turning to the other side, cambre back. 6, 7, eyes back to center, elevate. So we're rotating the thighs from the top, and we're going to find our balance in first, okay? All right, here we go, parallel. Hands to the bar, just right in front of the shoulders. Demi, point to the toe, demi. Now 2 tendus, sliding out and in, out. Other side, half toe to the toe, half. Sliding out and in. Lift those heels up, 2 counts. Up and down. Taking your time, and make sure those ankle magnets are glued together. The belly is in, long through the low spine. Quicker, down, up, down, up. Turning out to first position. Repeat the same thing, half toe to the toe, and half. 2 tendus. Follow that train track. In, out, in. Left foot. And just grow half an inch taller out of the crown of the head. Out and in. 2 counts. Elevate. Up. And again. Little quicker. 1, 2, 3. Lowering down, just standing on all 10 toes. Turn the head to the right, come right up and back. Recover, turn the head to the left, come right up and back. Back to center, elevate. Arms to first. Open out to the sides, lower the heels, and a little plie. And stretch. Okay. Let's move into plies. So from first position, your natural turned out first position, sorry, just taking a little shake. From first, we'll prepare the arm, you know what, let's keep the arm down for today. We'll take a different arm pathway. So the first demi-plie, we're going to breathe the arm open and down, and then the second plie will go first to second. Grand plie, lift up as you start to lower, the heels are down, they lift slightly, they come right back down as soon as they can, and stretch. Long spine to go forward, all the way down, arm is in fifth, long spine to come all the way back up, and we'll take an elevate, heels up and down, tendu, lower the arm to second. I don't advocate for fixing it, but sometimes that inside leg needs to move a little bit. Demi-plie and stretch. Bringing the arm first to second, lift up to grand plie. The heels stay down, the knees go wide, pelvis is under the shoulders, and stretch. We go into the bar, turning the head, coming all the way up, opening the arm, elevate, lower down. Tendu, place that foot in your fifth position. Demi-plie and stretch, and a demi and stretch. Grand plie, down, and stretch. This time we'll bring the arm to first and take the same cambre we did at the bar. So you're going to turn your head over your arm to cambre back, bringing it back up, crossing that front foot over even tighter into susu. So the legs are completely connected. We'll balance with the arms in first and then open to lower back down and finish, okay? So in every position, we have 2 demi-plies and a grand plie, 1 port de bras in any direction, right? We'll change that obviously with the difference of the feet, and then an elevate. That's it, okay? So let's go to first position, let's go for it. And these plies are really gooey, so don't make them too stiff. Arm is down. Plie 1. They kind of keep moving. 2. Grand plie. Heels down. They lift, so they go right back down. Long spine to go forward. Coming up. Elevate. And tendu to second position. Lower the arm all the way. 1. Arm first. Heels are down as you grand plie. Let's go into the bar, up and over, stretch. And up. Lift the heels. Tendu that outside foot, put it in front. Arm open. 2. Heels lift slightly, put them down. Bringing the arm to first. Cambre up and back. And coming up, find susu. Cross that front foot over. Tight thighs. Open the arms, slide the front foot back out to lower down. All right, shake out your legs. Let's go right into the second side. Here we go. Prepare the arm, just holding it, and plie. 1. Knees over those second toes. Knees wide, heels down, vertebra forward. Coming up, elevate. Turn to second. Plie, knees open. Don't let the hips sink back. Keep them right under the shoulders. Heels stay down. Rainbow reach up and into the bar. Elevate. Tendu cross into fifth. 1. From plie. Put those heels down. Arm to first. Come right up and back. And finding your susu, cross that front foot over. Arms in first. Remember that water droplet trickling down. Open out and lower back down. All right. We'll take a tendu from first position. Tendu is to stretch, not to point, even though we are pointing the foot. So from first, we'll prepare the arm to second. Tendu front and a close. Let's switch legs. Inside leg and a close. Outside leg, add a flex and a point and close. Outside leg. Now if you have this interesting furniture, you have to be careful. Inside leg and close. Outside leg and a point, a flex and a point and a close. To the back. Now when we go back, there's no reason we have to dump into the low abdominals, so really lift them up. And a close. Inside leg and a close. And a back and a flex and a point and a close. One more time to the side, outside, inside, and a tendu, a flex, a point, and close. Let's take another elevate balance. Arms are in first. This time, I'm going to scoot back because my arms always get cut off. You're up in your elevate. Your arms are going to float up to fifth. It's the same shape, same exact shape. When you're in fifth, they're slightly forward of the forehead. They're not back here. And then let's open out to a V, reaching the fingertips, lower everything back down, okay? So our pattern is outside foot, inside foot, outside foot with a flex and a point and a close. And I want you to keep that idea. I know I talk about this every week, but that paintbrush, painting out and in so that there's some articulation and some feeling of the foot through the floor. We're not just sticking the foot out in front or wherever we're tenduing, okay? Here we go. Prepare the arm. Outside foot, one furthest from the bar, and now the one closest to the bar. One more with the outside, and a flex, and a point. To the side, heel forward. We're still following that train track that our toes are on. Flex, point. To the back. Tendu, flex. Once more to the side. Stay tall. Out, flex, point. Let's take elevate, arms in first. Now don't change anything in the torso or the ribs as the arms come up. Reach out to a V and lower down. All right. So another thing I want you to take a moment to think about is where the weight is placed on the feet, okay? So in ballet, we have 2/3 of our weight into our balls of the feet and just about 1/3 into the heels. So there's a lighter touch of the heels than the fronts of the feet. And when you transfer to tendu, now I don't want you to lean into that standing side, but it's like a lift in and up onto that standing side. So I could still lift that heel up, right? We're not in the heel. If you can't lift the heel up easily, that means you probably have too much weight into the heel. If you're able to lift the toes up, that means you're standing in your heel. So it should be easier to lift the heel than the toes if you were to try in any tendu, any position, okay? Second side. Prepare. Tendu front. Changing feet. Front with a flex. To the side. Heel looks forward. Out. Flex. Point. To the back. With the flex. Once more to the side. Paintbrush the foot. Out. Change. Lifting in and up. Up. Flex. Point. Elevate. Arms in first. Floating up. Open to the V. And lower down. All right. So now we're going to take a tendu from fifth. Your own fifth, not your friend's fifth. We all have a different amount of cross in our fifth position. So go to parallel. Flip to your natural first position without fixing it. That's not allowed. And then cross one foot over. The pelvis should still be square. You should not feel like you're rolling forward on that front foot. So all 10 toes are down into the floor, and the pelvis should not feel like it's arching back. So it should be right under the shoulders. That's how you can gauge where you can hold your fifth, how crossed that is. So we'll prepare the arm to second. Tendu front, and a close, and a two, and a close, and a three, and a close. Pick it up to coup de pied, devant. Toes, pinky toes touching heel forward. Same thing side, out, close, back. We change the closing, third one to the back. Pick it up, heel touches the back of the ankle and down to the back. And a two, lifting the belly. A three, pick it up, once more to the side. So we go en croix, front side, back side, and up, stay there. Balance with the arms in first. In coup de pied devant, remembering that the heel is not touching the ankle, just the pinky toes. So we have 3 tendus and a little pickup. Same thing to the side. That pickup, we have to shape the foot and be really clear about where that the foot is touching on the standing leg. What's going on there with that connection? So we go front side, back side, same pattern. That last one, you're gonna keep the leg up and find your balance. That's it, okay? So right foot front, here we go. Prepare the arm. Tendu front. 2, 3, pick it up. To the side. Slice the heel across. Now it's in the back. Pick it up, heel to ankle. Back. 2, 3. That knee is open. To the side one more time. Pick it up. This time, hold that foot up. Finding the balance, arms in first. When you're ready, close in front. All right. Okay, if that balance felt a little wobbly for you, that's okay. That's part of the journey of finding a balance, especially on one leg. What you need to be super aware of is that not only are you turning out the lifted leg, right? But you're still turning out the standing leg. This leg is still spiraling, right? We have that barber pole spiral up and around and around and around all the way down. So that thigh is still activating the turnout. If you don't, that's when we get this unsure, right? We just don't know where our center is. This leg is doing nothing to stabilize it. So we're trying to push this knee open, but this leg is not going, right? We need both thighs to be moving in opposition equally, okay? To have a successful balance. Let's go to the second side. Here we go. Front, keeping that paintbrush foot. Pick it up. To the side. Slice the heel. Growing tall through the head. Heel to the ankle. Going back. Pick it up. One more time to the side. Slice it in. Pick it up. Stay here, everyone. Keeping the position. Arms come to first. Stay lifted. Rotate both thighs. And when you're ready, closing in front. All right. Hopefully that was a little different if you needed that little correction. Dégagés. So now we're coming off of the floor. And we are brushing the foot to get it off of the floor. So finding that same fifth position that you found before our tendu exercise. Arm is in second. Dégagé front and a close and a two and a close and a three and a close. Let's take a little plie and stretch. Side close back, side close front. We change the closings every time. Back and a close, two and a close, three and a close, plie and stretch. We go on cross, side and a close, side and a close, side and a close, plie and stretch. You know what? Yeah, let's go up to the retiré this time. So all the way up to the knee. And the toe is touching the inside lower knee, right below the knee. Yeah, that's where we're balancing. What you want to be careful of is that the hip does not lift to help you get into that position. So again, the pelvis stays level. The low abdominals are lifted, the foot draws up into the bottom of the pelvis, and it's almost like it's coming up and into the inside of the belly button. I know that's kind of a weird thought, but it's coming from that versus that hip, yeah? So 3 dégagés, and that foot is really firing off and in, off and in, off and in, plie and stretch. En croix. And then our retiré, okay? So let's do it. Right foot front. Nice and sharp. Push, up. 2, 3, plie, arm across. Side. 2, 3, plie. To the back. 2, plie. Once more to the side. 2, 3. Let's find that retiré up. Strong hamstring. Take your time here. Take your time to balance. If you're not quite there, hold the bar again to try to release. When you're ready, you can lower down. Okay. So in that single leg balance, if you're falling out of the balance, rather try to keep your legs in position and grab onto your bar rather than dropping out of it with your legs. The reason for that is because we're training the strength of holding that position in the legs. And when we get to things like pirouettes, we want our body to remember how to hold that, not how to fall out of it, right? We're creating those movement patterns. So rather than lower the legs, grab your bar if you're falling over and just reassess where you need to be, okay? Second side. Here we go. To the front, out, 2, plie, side, sharp, foot. So really firing, really strong. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Pull it up to retire. Inside knee. Take your time, but when you're ready, closing that in. All right, take a moment, shake out your legs. All right, we're going to continue into rond de jambes, round of the leg. So, right foot front. We'll do a little, we call this a breathe because literally it's like as if your breath influenced the arm. That's what would happen. It's not a big flowery movement. It's just a little, that's it. Arm first to second. To the front and side and back. Close first. Front to the back. Front. Now we are going to go a little quicker. 1, so it just creates that capital letter D. 3 and 4. Off the floor, just about 45 degrees maybe. Side, and this slows down. Back. This one we close in 5th. Every other time we close through first position because that was en dehors. Now we reverse en dedans. Back. Heel forward. Heel to the ceiling and close. Back to the front. Stop in the back. Stop in the front. Now you don't stop. 4 and 3. Lots of lift through that waist. 4. Off the floor. Back. Side and front, closing in 5th. From here, let's take a port de bras forward, long spine to come up, cambre up and back. The arm is in 5th, 6, 7, and 8. Now, you can either take this again on flat if you'd like to continue working on that from the last exercise, or you can come up through sous-sus and then come to retire. And even if it means holding the bar the whole time and just feeling that, that's great. If you feel like you might have a balance, bring that arm up and C. Again, try not to drop the legs if you're not on balance. Try to hold the bar. And then we'll finish in 5th, okay? So, 1 slow front, this is my leg. Side, back, close through first. That's important. Front to the back, through first, front, to the back, through first. 1, quicker. 2, don't skip that first position. 4, and then we slow it down off the floor, front, side, and back, closing behind in 5th. Okay? Let's do it. So right foot front to start. Here we go. Prepare the arm. Start slow. Front. Show your ballet side, not a true side, remember. And then we go front to the back, through first. Now still going through first, but quicker. 2, 3. Off the floor, 45. Side, back. Close behind, let's reverse. Back, side, front. Back to front. Faster, pass through a first position with all 10 toes on the floor. First, off the floor, back, reach side. You have laser beam reaching out of your foot. Port de bras forward, all the way down. Lean up. Take your cambre, turn your head to your arm. Sternum lifts up. Arm to first, coming through sous-sus. Retire. You can be down with that standing heel too, that's okay. Take your time to find your balance. And you can keep balancing, please do, okay? Keep working on that balance. You need more time to really find it. But once you're done, take a little stretch. Okay. Yeah, I encourage you to hold your balance longer than I am. You know, I'm showing you what the position is, but then to really find the balance and find the strength in the balance, you need to stay up there for at least 8 counts, at least, to find that balance. And then to also just build the strength of standing on one foot in a releve. Yeah. All right, let's go to the second side. Here we go. Prepare the arm. Take it front. Side, back. Trace that half circle through first. Little quicker. 4, 3, 2. Now that laser beam is reaching out of the foot, all the way out. Big circle from the back. Tendu, heel forward, heel to the ceiling. Little quicker, back, front. And circle 1, 2. Keep growing taller out of the head. Off the floor, back, side, front. Look to the fingers to go forward. And come up. Combre up and back. Arm to first, su-su, pull it up. Then find the retiré. Try out the balance if you can. Continue to balance there, continue. And when you're ready, you can come out of it and take a little stretch. Fondus to melt. You know what? Let's do this one facing to the bar. So right foot is in front, arms en bas, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The floor is sticky. Peel the front foot up and put it back down. A fondu out. I don't have much space to lift, but we're about 45 degrees. Tendu and close. So this is slow and down. Little quicker. Aside, touch, close, back. Slow and down. Dump. Little quicker. A lift, touch, and close. Now watch, you're going to brush that leg back up to the back. Brushing it up. A pulse, a 5, a 6, and close in 5th. You may need to take a little scoot forward into your bar depending on where you started. Fondu. So now we change legs. I'm using my left leg. I know it might be mirroring me, but now I'm on the left leg. Fondu and out. Touch it down. A close. Melting to the fondu and a close. A fondu. Aside. Touch, close, back. Melting to the back and close it into 5th. A fondu, a back, touch and close. Brushing to the back, little pulse. Keep the belly up. 5 and 6, tendu and close. That's it. Okay, so we have that peel off the floor, and the toe again is touching front of the ankle, pinky toe. Now when you go to the back, that's different in the fondu. Coup de pied, like we did before, had the heel touching. This fondu has the big toe touching. It's a different shape. So again, be really clear about where that working leg is making contact on the standing leg, okay? So we do one slow, little quicker to extend 45 degrees, touch to the floor, and then close. We go front, side, back. After we've closed to the back, we brush it up and a pulse and a pulse and a pulse and a pulse, closing in fifth. Much slower than that at the end, okay? Let's give it a try. Right foot starts, peel it to the ankle, put it down. A little quicker. A fond, a out, touch, close. Lift up as you go down. Put it down, peel to the front, out, touch, close, back. Lift to peel, close. And a fondue, and a out. Now brush that leg up to the back. Slowly up, little pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Closing in, let's switch sides. Left foot to fifth. Stay tall. And out, touch, close. Fondue, down, fondue, and up. A touch, a close. Lift to go down. Put it in fifth. Back of the ankle. Closing in, brushing it up. Slow, reach. And a pulse. 2, 3, 4, and close. And stand. Okay. Cool. Frappes. To strike. Okay. So as soon as you hear that music, you're gonna get ready. 5 and a 6 tendu. Flex it in so the heel is touching really low on the front of the ankle. We go metatarsal, push and in, and a regular, not regular, but not taking it slow. Faster out, faster out. Metatarsal, push and in, and a out, and a out. Metatarsal, push and in, and a out, and a out. Metatarsal, push and in, and a out. Then let's just try 1, a 1, a 1, a 1. One more time. A out, a out, a out. Close fifth. Instead of going up through sous-sus to the retiré, we're going to try a plie releve. So plie right from the bottom, push to the retiré this time, and we'll work that balance again at the end. Close through sous-sus. So there's 2 different ways to get up into that retiré. As we did before, you can bring it up through sous-sus, and up an eleve, releve, plie, push right from the floor. And that's the version we're going to do here, okay? So our pattern is demi-point, metatarsal, push and in, 2 without stopping at the metatarsal, but you're still practicing going through that position, out. So you don't skip the metatarsal, back, push, in, and out. This would be my bar over here, metatarsal, push, in, and out, and out. Then we just do 1 en croix, just to practice that quick change of direction. Front, a side, a back, a side, do it again. Front, a side, a back, a side, plie fifth, releve, okay? All right, so as soon as you hear that music, 5 and a 6 and 7, flex in. Here we go. Tendu, and metatarsal, push, in, too fast. To the side, metatarsal, push. Don't forget about that strong arm to the side. Going back, metatarsal, push. Back. Once more to the side. Out. Single around the front. Side. Back. Do it again. Close fifth, plie releve. You're going to take your time. See if you you can find that balance. Keep working it there. When you're ready, you can come down and finish. Take another moment. Okay. So the frappe is all about the out. It's not so much about the in, so it's not even. It's out and out, right? So my emphasis is on that, not pulling the flexed foot in. Okay? Here we go. Second side. Oops. Tendu. Here we go. Metatarsal push. Fast. Fast to the side. Metatarsal push. Stay tall on that standing leg. Going back. Push. Metatarsal through the floor. Once more to the side. Push. Out. Here we go. Single to the front. Side. Back. Side. One more time. Front. Side. Back. Side. Plie. Push. Releve. Take your time to find the balance. Take your time. Whenever you're ready, you can close and lower. All right, we have time today. Let's work on the petit battement as well. So now, as we talked about last week, if you watched that class, the petit battement is using a wrapped foot. So essentially it's like the heel, this is my standing leg, the heel is trying to be forward, the toes are trying to be back. That being said, you're not unpointing the foot to wrap it. It's still a completely pointed foot with the heel forward and the toes back. Now, if you're newer to ballet, that's kind of a different way to shape the foot. You may not yet have the flexibility to do that. That's okay. Just try to work towards that wrap of the heel forward and toes back, okay? So we're standing in fifth and we're just gonna keep this arm en bas and peel that outside foot. I'm gonna face this way just so you can kind of see a little what's going on. So just placing the foot in that wrapped sur le coup de pied position. So we're hinging at the knee. The thigh does not move. The knee is going to hinge to bring the heel back. So now we're in a coup de pied derriere, heel touching the back to the wrap. And a back, and a wrap, and a back, and a wrap. We do 8 of these. Little quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't move the thigh. Slow it down again for 8, 7, 6, wrap, back, and wrap. Double time. 1, 2. If the double time is feeling kind of fast still, just stay slow. But if you're doing double time, we have 16 double time. 8 slow, 16 double time. So your goal is to just, it's essentially this is happening, right? But of course we're also in turnout, which makes it a little bit harder. This thigh does not wobble around, okay? So we're gonna peel it up to the wrap to start. The first change is to go heel to the back of the ankle, back to the wrap, okay? Let's try it. Wrap the foot up, back, and wrap, back, wrap. 4 more, slow, slow, back, little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 more, keep the thigh. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's stop here, just closing in front. That was actually quite a while to do those, so I don't think a second set was necessary just yet. Let's take a moment and we'll give it another go to the other side, okay? Here we go. Wrapping the foot and back, wrap. Knee stays, hinging from the knee. Lower leg is just moving a little bit out and in, straight out to the side. Little quicker, 16. 1, 2, 3. Stay lifted out of that standing leg, nice and tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and finish. Okay. Practice that one throughout your week. It's just some of this work in ballet is just a different coordination. You've never had to isolate one thing like that while moving the other in that way. Not to say you've never done something like that, but in that specific way. So it's just repetition, right? To get your body used to what that is. Let's take it into grand battements. So right foot front, we'll prepare the arm all the way up to fifth. Grand battement, close, and 2, and close, and 3, and close. Let's plie our regular side. I know, not being super creative today, but we know this one if you've taken my class. Back, going back for 3, 2, and 1. Plie and stretch. This is not a grand battement, it's just a tendu. Close front. Sous-sus. Détourné, find your sous-sus again. Plie and stretch. So 3 to the front, plie and stretch. 3 to the side, plie and stretch. 3 to the back, plie and stretch. This is just a tendu, plie, sous-sus, détourné, and we'll finish. So one of the most important parts of the grand battement is the initial brush off of the floor. If we don't have that brush, then our hips and quads are doing all of the work to lift the leg. It's not a lift, it's from under, it's a brush. So you're almost thinking back of the thigh, someone's going like this, whoop, right? Which would be very inappropriate in real life, but imagining that that's the emphasis. To the front. To the back is different, right? It's coming from the front and the foot is brushing down through the floor. And then to the side, it's from the inner thigh. So it's all from underneath, yeah? So 3 grand battements and a plie. Same thing side and a plie. Same thing back and a plie. This is just a tendu, close fifth, sous-sus, turn it around, okay? That's it. All right, right foot front. Prepare the arm and brushing up. 2, 3, plie to the side. Brush from underneath. Brush the floor to the back. Plie. This is just a tendu. Plie, sous-sus, turn it around, and plie. Here we go to the front. Up, 2, to the side, up, third one, right behind you to the back, long fingertips, brush. Plie, this is just a tendu, sous-sus, turn it around, plie. Okay, all right you all, come away from your bar. We're just gonna do a little stretch to finish up, and this will just be follow along with me, okay? All right, so go ahead and take a nice wide second position. Right arm goes to first, open out, and then just press it away. Other side. Push it away. Arms open, grand plie. Pelvis right in between the legs. We're going for more of a choreographic port de bras over. This is not classical ballet arms, but that's okay. We're going over to the side. Through center. Other direction, up and over. Let's go parallel, stretching forward. Hands to the floor, relax your head. Bend the knees and stretch. Bend the knees, rolling up through the spine, one bone at a time. Turn it out, circle the head down to the right and back. Keep the neck long, don't crunch it. So taking it to the other side, you have energy out of the crown of the head. Tongue your to close first. Then we'll find a balance. Just dropping the arms easy by the sides. Low belly up. And lower to plie. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Bye.